Welcome back to beautiful Oceanside, California for the second round of the 2021 The Challenge at Goat Hill. I am Ian Anderson, joined by my man Philo Brathwaite.
What's good, everybody?
And I think the story of the day is that guy on a league card at a Silver Series Pro Tour event, Brody Smith.
I'm not really surprised. The man can throw him a long way.
He can huck. You guys are going to see it today. Our other league card participants, Ricky Wysocki, Eric Oakley, and Jordan Castro. Three-way tie at the top should be a really fun watch on this challenging course, Philo.
Yeah, well, it's semi-challenging for long throwers. I think for the mild arms, for the mediums, you really got to work out here. But if you can bomb them 550, and keep it in the middle, you are loving life out here, because then it's just basic little upshots, mid-range putter upshots. And, the greens have a lot of undulation, so the closer you are, the easier it feels to get up and down.
That's a really great note, Philo, and very true. Distance is a premium out here. You're looking at hole 4. That is a very challenging green to get a disc to stick on.
It is, yeah. When you're
throwing from 300
into the headwind,
feet away.
Most of the time, these guys are going to be a little bit closer to the net, I reckon. But the headwind's really making things complicated because it's blowing right in their face at the moment.
That is your two-time world champion, Ricky Wysocki, on the box with a Halo Destroyer.
Really forcing that thing over in the headwind, and he's just got one tree to pass, and I think he makes it.
He made the Mando,
He made the Mando, so he's okay over there.
Yep. A little farther than optimal to the basket, but gettable. This is an enforcer from Eric Oakley.
Going a bit of a hyzer flip, and right out the gate, that's just too low on this hole.
Mm-hmm.
He's safe, but he's probably going to be really working hard to get birdie from there.
You called it, sir. And this is Brody Smith throwing a nuke. 73 miles an hour, Philo.
That's not normally the line you see people throw on this hole.
I had the same thought. That is way down there.
It's way up there.
What do you think about that, man?
That's pretty awesome.
500-foot hyzer. Jordan Castro, I believe he's going panic on this one. Let's see. Yes.
That's nicely done there, Jordan. That really late flip. Make sure that thing stays in the fairway central area, and he's going to have a really great angle into the green.
451 into a headwind. We got Chris Clemens on the bag for Eric Oakley.
How about them apples?
Right. Eric Oakley's second shot on this par 4. I believe he's going to be laying up in front of this OB green.
That's a smart play when you're out of position. If you can be head on, straight on to the basket, I feel like you can really use the green to your advantage to help slow your disc down.
Yep. Ricky Wysocki kind of out of position over here.
That big Seiko palm out there on the right, there's a Mando, so you can't yank it too hard.
Line driving it. Does it have enough?
That doesn't look good.
Yeah, just a couple feet from getting back in bounds. He will have a long putt to save his par. Jordan Castro going to the phase.
400-foot wide hyzer play here. It's got to fade in a hurry.
It's leaking a little longer than he wanted.
Gets back in bounds. It does. He's going to have a long uphill putt. At least it's mostly safe.
Yeah, one he can run. Brody Smith, second shot. Going with a force.
Playing the bump and run off the green, it looks. Not quite. Just checks up nicely with the thick grass. Kind of a weird putt with that tree in his face, but good effort there.
Mm-hmm. Approach from Oakley.
Yeah, this shot's super touchy. Great up there. Wow, good thing he caught a piece of that basket.
Yeah, that one sails.
So touchy.
Downhill into a headwind. Ricky Wysocki to save par from 59. Just a little right there. JC coming up the hill for the birdie.
Good bid. Looks like he caught a little piece of that, huh?
Yeah, he caught the band up there. And Brody Smith, like you mentioned, that tree kind of in the way, has to straddle this one out.
Tree-eyed.
Yes, accurate. Saveable par, though, and you're not mad at a 4 on this one. I mean, well, he might be after that putt. Oh. Eric Oakley missing his par comebacker. That is going to be a bogey start to his day, unfortunately. Ricky also starting with a bogey.
Yeah, brutal way to start the day. And this hole can do it to you.
We got a new outright leader.
How about them apples?
Yeah, assuming he makes this putt anyway. It worked.
That'll do.
There is your leader, Brody Smith. I like his putting form, by the way, too. It's like nice and direct, not a lot extra movement.
Yeah, he's been hanging out with, 5-time world champ Macbeth quite a bit.
One of the best putters that ever lived.
Just all around great throwers of the game too. So I mean, Brody's been picking up on a lot of that stuff, you can tell, and using his natural athleticism, and combining some techniques, I'm sure, and hanging out with some really solid players lately.
Yep. He likes to call himself the dark horse. I think after this tournament that he can kill that. Everybody knows he bombs. Take
Well,
the
I mean,
whole
a lot of people can bomb, but they don't all have a complete game. You
True.
know what I mean? So
Yeah. You'll see.
He's building it. He's coming along. He's doing well.
Sure
Hole
enough.
2, man. It's another solid test here. You got to really trust your disc out here on the left side. Unless if you got super, super big arm speed, like you could watch Double G do the other day, big up and around hyzer. But yeah, playing it down the middle, it's really about aiming right at the 20 feet left of that cart path. And
There's Brody Smith with a vulture. I don't think he's getting the turn on this he needs.
it's such a touchy shot.
That's exactly the word for it.
You got to throw it so pure to get in there tight on the green with the righty backhand throw.
And then into that headwind is just the
Yeah.
extra difficulty. Jordan Castro, he's going for a trace.
That's got to stay up. Yeah, that's a little too low again.
Yeah.
You got to get it basket high and then just watch the disc just slow taper right.
Ricky Wysocki going Star Destroyer.
That looks like a good line there, Rick.
Go in. Ooh,
Wow, too hot even.
little long right.
Whoa.
Ricky Wysocki problems, Philo. That is incredible. Eric Oakley. He is going enforcer.
I like that look too. Oh, that's got to flex up. Go.
Eric
push.
has a really good forehand. You're going to see it today.
Oh, man, he even overshot it. 400 foot into a headwind. That's incredible.
Pretty beast. And Brody going to the scuba early. He's really comfortable with it.
He is. This is something I would not be comfortable doing, but, I like his thought process where it's not going anywhere once it hits the ground.
Right?
Dangerous upshot.
Jordan Castro, a putt he can run. Sit. Okay, good. That's worst possible outcome in terms of where the putt hits.
Yeah, this is a dangerous putt here for Yo.
It is.
Gonna have a headwind putt coming back up. And
Ricky Wysocki for a stroke on the card.
sit down, baby. Sit down.
Ooh, curl.
Sit down. There you go.
Eric coming back.
There we go.
Good par save.
Good. Super tough get. Hole 2 is no joke. Looks like it's right there out in front of you, but hard to connect all the pieces on this hole with all that wind and the undulation of this green.
Yeah, I feel like those valleys make the distance really deceiving.
It is, and the wind just kind of swirls and lifts and pushes. It's very unpredictable times.
Yeah.
You just don't know what's going to happen when the disc leaves your hand. You have an idea, but you saw 2 really good sidearm shots that looked like they had the right speed and angle, and all of a sudden,
Right.
whoop, 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 up in the air they go, and bye-bye.
Yeah, you can usually tell within a second where it's going to go, but on this hole, you got to give it some time to
Yeah, you do.
figure out what the wind's going to do to it.
Trying to anticipate it, but it's hard.
Yeah. Eric giving that a very solid forehand rip onto this really fun hole 3.
Yeah, hole 3, the par 4, 748, feels like a hole everybody in the field wants to birdie, should birdie. And there's plenty of space out here. You can hang them out over the OB line just a little bit and play into this bowling area, collection area down here, and hopefully see the top of the basket, maybe the top of the knoll that you're trying to nestle into. Really dangerous on the right side of the green. OB shows up pretty quickly. It's inside the circle, so you got to have some touch coming into the second shot.
Brody Smith on the box. Reaching for an ESP nuke. Booming it.
That's a really nice place to be.
High on the hill and way up the fairway.
There we go. He's good there.
Yep.
Came down to a little bit more of a flat spot for him. And
Yeah.
Off those ropes.
Mm-hmm. Jordan Castro throwing a panic.
I really like that line. If you can't throw it super, super hard, keep that thing in the middle the whole time. That's a rip.
He got it up there.
Shot. Excellent shot.
JC can throw. Rick going halo.
That's a beautiful line as well.
74 mile an hour. Look at that lift on the wind there. Oh my goodness.
Way up top.
He's like right around maybe under 200 feet to the basket. Eric Oakley with an evader.
A little low out the gate. Hopefully it catches that stable edge and gets some forward push there. That'll be fine there. That's a good angle into the green.
Yep. I believe he's a little right around 300 to the basket. 360, excuse me.
It's a very deceiving 360 from there. It feels really far, but the disc is getting pushed, and there it is. That tailing crossing wind really accelerates the disc coming up that hill.
Yeah, we saw it on Ricky's drive, right? And then
Yeah,
right there with Eric's up.
really want to play this one super wide and just anticipate some extra help from the wind.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it low.
Brody Smith going with his zone. Just 244 to the basket.
Looks like he sailed that one too. Oh, that checked up nicely.
Little left, though.
A little bit left. Gonna have some crossing winds to deal with.
Let's see if Rick was paying attention.
Yeah, you got to play this one well wide of the basket. Keep it low and play a little bump and run into the green. And he's a little short, but he's got the tailwind.
Yeah, that is the putt you'd like. Here is Eric throwing 4 after that OB second shot.
That's going to be some more work.
Jordan Castro is tour director Jeff Spring looks on back there. For Birdie.
Nicely done, Jordan.
Jordan's a great putter.
He's a solid player all around. He's been on tour a long time.
Yep.
This feels like, 7-8 years now, maybe
Yeah.
even longer. I mean, he's done a great job getting himself in shape, taking care of his body.
Dropped like 200 pounds.
He's doing awesome. I'm really proud of him.
Commendable.
Solid kid, too, you know. Just
Yeah.
Really good kid.
Mm-hmm. Totally agree. Man, I filmed a couple rounds of his where I don't think he missed a putt the entire time. Just when he's in the zone, it is incredible to watch. Brody Smith, let's see if he can stay in the zone. Yes,
Nicely
sir.
done there.
All right. Sitting on a 1-stroke lead after 3. Eric trying to save the bogey.
There we go.
Does that, thankfully. A bit of a rough start, though, but, still staying focused, making those putts he can. Solid spin from JC. We'll be right back with some bombs on hole 4.
When I walk up to the tee, I have these game plans. I think I'm gonna land in these same areas every single time, but you never know. Having the Bushnell rangefinder, no matter where I land, gives me that extra level of confidence.
Back to the action. Huge thanks to our season-long sponsor. We are using our Bushnell a ton out here to get all this cool drive distance to pin information. It's so fun to have.
Absolutely helpful. If you don't got one, I suggest you do grab one. Even if you're not on the pro level, it's just helpful to have a number. I mean, even ball golfers, they all want one just to have an idea of how far they got to go.
And you got to go far on hole 4, par 5. There is the basket down on the mound. You had that OB trench short of the green. Brody Smith on the box throwing a nuke.
Yeah, that's the line right there. If you got the speed and get the disc up in the air, crank that thing over, and you can really fight and push through the wind, and that is way up there. I don't think I'd seen anybody land that far up there yet this tournament. He's in the primetime spot.
That's farther than when G was yesterday.
Yeah.
75-mile-an-hour rip from Brody, you guys. Radar gun, don't lie. This
Jordan
is a good one
likes
from Jordan.
that. That's beautiful.
I think that's his panic again.
That's a great spot to be in right there.
Mm-hmm. Ricky Wysocki with a Halo Destroyer.
Rick, I don't think he got over on that one enough. Is it going to taper? No, it's fading out.
Yeah.
He's pushing up the fairway. That's still in a good position out there. He's going to have a nice big angle into the green.
Oh, truth. Used it yesterday. Evader from Eric Oakley. Oh, sorry, Enforcer.
Hugging the right side is Eric. That thing's got to hook up because there is OB over there. No bueno.
That is a tired kangaroo. Eric Oakley throwing 3.
Yeah, he's got to get it all the way across this gully if he's going to make it safe, and the just bottom drops out of that.
That was a risky shot, and unfortunately did not pay off. Jordan Castro second on hole 4.
That looks really good if that gets that late fade. There it is, little finish. Perfect spot. That's an easy up and down right there.
What were you trying to do on that second shot, Philo? Are you trying to go?
Me?
Like, what's your landing spot there?
It depends on where I land off the tee. You know what I mean? If I really get a hold of one, then I can be in position to attack and do something like Rick's doing right here, challenge that eucalyptus tree, get that late fade.
Wow.
I don't throw quite that far. I'd be coming up, 50, 60 short,
Mm-hmm.
and then just pitching up, playing for 4.
And Brody just 348 to the basket, going with a drone.
That's incredible. He didn't really get it onto that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd like to see him be a little bit more aggressive on that play and challenge the trees up here by the basket with the driver.
Yeah.
I think, if you want to make eagle, but if he's just playing for birdie, smart play.
Eric throwing 5.
Sit down. Well, that's going to be another challenging shot. The wind is really gusting over there.
It is. He's got that low ceiling, too, with the tree. Jordan Castro looks to be just laying up for the birdie.
Smart
Well played.
play. Yeah, well played hole.
This green.
It's very challenging. If you're not within circle 1, then you're probably just laying that up.
It feels like the smart play. Ooh.
Creative there with the scoober. Hopefully that doesn't roll off too far for him.
That one sat nicely. And Eric Oakley, ugh. Do you even run this?
You could, but it's dangerous. You're, again, on a mogul, you're no flat anywhere on this on this green,
How about that eagle from Rick?
Solid putt, 2 solid plays.
And that'll tie him with Brody at the top. They'll be sitting at 15 down after Brody drops that in. Eric thankfully made that tourniquet putt for a 7.
Yeah, you really want to make birdie on these par 5s out here. Those are the holes to score on if you're, having a hard time in the wind. Like, you have one shot to make a mistake, and you should be able to figure out the other 2 to get in position to make birdie.
Rick figured it out. That is a fantastic eagle from that man.
That was a great second shot to get on the backside, have a tailwind putt.
And he posterized this hole 2 days in a row.
He surely did.
And hole 5, talk about it, Philo.
Hole 5's tricky, man. This one's not very long, but the wind is just jumping and pushing the disc all over the place. You don't want to come in like low, try to skip in and around the, what are you calling these things, man?
Go to mids.
The go-to-mids, yeah. You got to come in high. The wind's going to slam you. It's going to push you a little bit, and just aiming like in the middle of this ball golf green with that height and angle is super important.
Yeah, shout out to Alan Risley for that portmanteau.
Right in there. That's the spot. And just hope that the wind does what it normally likes to do.
Good sit, at least.
A good sit, but like 10 more feet, and he's parked.
Yes. Brody Smith going with?
That looks a little low, unless if he gets a good lift.
Throwing the zone off the tee.
Yeah. You could just kind of tell. A good reaction. Good break there, but yeah. Got to get it in the air. Keep it wide and high.
Reactor from Jordan Castro.
Taking the straight line at it, trying to ride the wind. Ooh, sneaky.
Wasn't that, man? I did not like it out of his hand, but that one played. Eric's going to share the forehand line, I believe, with a felon. Yeah, Lucid ex-felon. Sit.
Oh, the go-to-mids are playing rough today.
They are, aren't they? Similar putt to what AB had yesterday. Let's see if we can have a similar result.
Nice putt there, yo.
Love to see that.
That was pure right out of his hand, you could tell.
It was, wasn't it?
That's the way to bounce back after a rough hole or two.
Brody Smith for birdie. Right around circle's edge.
Yeah, it's a good bid. I'm sure he was expecting a little bit of drop and just didn't happen with that tailwind.
Oh, that's right, huh?
The flag is hardly moving now. Rick knows where the middle is.
Yes, he does. And that is your new outright leader, Ricky Wysocki, by a stroke. Oh, wait. Jordan Castro for birdie.
Solid shot there.
Nice turkey for Jordan.
Yep, those are good holes to get.
Oh, Rick's got the bonus turkey with the eagle in the middle.
That's right. He's got the turducken. Little madnism.
I love that.
Oh, he's got the turducken.
He went to my alma mater, you know that?
Really?
Yep.
Awesome.
Cal Poly.
Nice.
You know why he rides around in a bus?
Tell me.
Half the football team died in a plane crash
Oh.
when he was there. So he's like, I'm good with the bus now. So, there you go. Little history for you. You are looking at hole 6 going uphill on this par 4.
Placement. Anywhere in this little collection area before the green, or if you can get just past it on that side hill, is the actual money spot to be in. You can attack the green, can see everything. If not, you come up short, you just got to pitch up, walk out of there with your 4. It's a really, really dangerous hole to try to get greedy on if you're out of position. The wind is blowing in your face, going against you. It's not going to let your disc fade for the righty backhand thrower, so placement.
Ricky Wysocki. Halo Destroyer, even though it says Wraith, I promise it's a Destroyer.
He just got smacked down.
Yes, he did. He beat it yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
But he's going to be punished today. That's a panic from Jordan Castro.
That looks like a nice line there if he gets past those trees. Oh, yeah. Jordan Castro.
Lovely. 351 up that hill. Incredible. Evader from Eric Oakley.
Following that vapor trail even a little better. Just don't fade too much, and he's going to be loving that.
Yeah, there's that golf green over there.
Nicely done here.
Ooh, that's perfect.
Nicely done.
And Brody Smith going with a Raptor. Just an overstable fairway.
That's got a lot of hyzer on it. He's going to hope it sits down and checks up. There we go.
He found that perfect flat spot.
Wow.
That is well done. So, Rick, out of position here. Let's see how he compensates.
Yeah, he's trying to play that big, wide hyzer, and he has to get this thing up in the air. He's got to miss that one branch that you saw kind of hanging down, and if he doesn't, he's going to be in trouble.
And
those low penetration.
After I saw that shot, I was like, maybe he's not even going for the green.
Yeah, I just even to make it safe, I've seen a lot of people try to get the disc up in the air, and it just hangs out there. Rick actually did the smarter thing and just penetrated straight through it all, nice and low.
Brody Smith attacking the green on 6.
This is a tough get. And does he get back? I believe that's
out of bounds.
Oh, that's right.
Isn't that brutal?
That's right. It's on that side of that cart path.
Yep. Eric Oakley with a felon upshot.
I like this play.
Excuse me, that's an enforcer.
No.
Oh, come on. Brutal.
Just brutal use of the OB strings out here.
Inch out of bounds right there. Super unfortunate. Castro's upshot after that fantastic drive.
That's a nice play there. That's a safe putt. Nicely done there, Jordan.
Putting his phase up the
Tough
fairway.
birdie to get.
Oh, it sure is. Brody Smith throwing 4.
That needs to sit down. There we go.
Ricky Waisaki for birdie from 117. He could never count him out.
Uphill jumper from 117 feet.
Watch it go in.
You're like, all right, this dude just broke disc golf, man.
Right. He's getting pretty close sometimes, it feels
He
like.
does.
Jordan Castro for the birdie.
Oh,
Jordan.
no, man.
Oh, and I should mention, Jordan got razzed. Got a gallery razz right there before that putt. Unfortunate. Eric Oakley fortunately making that par save as Chris Clemens looks on. I was talking to my buddy. He came out to watch his first pro tournament yesterday. He's like, you know what really struck me about watching the pros? It's how beautiful Chris Clemens' hair is. You know he's not wrong. There's Brody Smith with a great
I'm not
bogey.
saying anything about that.
That's fair. That's fair. Here is Jordan Castro looking to save a par. There is a good par save from him.
And par save from Rick.
Yep. And finding that unfortunate OB, but
Solid putt there from Eric.
yeah, really good commitment right there.
You've seen them in the hands of professionals, helping them compete at the highest level. Waisaki is a female-owned small business, handmade in the USA. We are dedicated to outstanding grip for all disc golfers.
We are back to Goat Hill, looking at hole 7, a very gettable par 3, easiest on the course. I'm calling it.
You think so?
I mean, that's the only one I count on birdieing when I go out here.
That wind really plays tricks on me on this hole.
Oh, maybe hole 5 is pretty easy.
Yeah, I mean, the wind really plays tricks on me on this hole. I mean, if you don't have a very confident flick shot, this hole gets pretty difficult. It's not very far, but you just have to anticipate the wind.
Ricky Wysocki with a pig. Hung it out too wide yesterday. Can he make the correction?
That's perfect.
That will birdie. Jordan Castro. Going with the phase.
Hopefully catches some of that tree, slows him down, or right in front of the hill, even better.
Good looking forehand.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Oakley. Lucid ex-felon.
See a lot of unwanted wind lift on this hole sometimes, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Ooh, that was a nice run.
You can see it from the flag, right?
Yeah,
you see where the wind's pushing you.
It just wants to push, and like it just doot, straight up sometimes.
Brody going with a machete.
I like this line, nice and wide. Play it into the hill, get a little bounce up there, knurl. Backside even. Okay.
Clean putt.
Clean putt.
Scary putt for Eric, though.
This is headwind, lots of grass behind him should he miss. Yeah.
Oh. This round's starting to pile a little bit on Eric. Let's see if he can make the comebacker.
Solid putt there.
Ooh, glad that one nestled in there. Great par save, Eric.
A little stressful.
Yeah. This golf can be.
It is sometimes.
What's your life, man? I can't even imagine. Brody Smith for birdie. Good looking putt.
Looking good.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell the man's been working hard.
Jordan Castro, what a drive.
Great birdie. Rick come along, tap his in. He's 2-3 paces off the basket at most.
Yep. No worries for a 2-time world champ.
Smash that on in there. 1, 2, 3. Snag his disc and move on over to hole 8. Take another look at Brody Smith here with his birdie putt. Nice job there. Full extension hand into the chains. Collect that. Put that in the bank.
You dig it?
That looks good to me.
Cool. On to hole 8. Really fun to watch some drives.
Yeah, you got some boom boom on your sauce, you know what I mean? Yeah, this is the hole to get on it here. There's plenty of space. There's really not too many places to be completely out of position. With all this big, fairway out in front of you. If you can make it as far up into the bottleneck, it's 260, 270 uphill putt. Not putt, approach shot up here to the green. Got some space behind it so you can be aggressive. You don't have, not overly aggressive. You don't want to shoot it way past the basket, but you can definitely be aggressive and assertive on your second shot.
Ricky Wysocki in a Halo Destroyer.
That's ripped over too much. It's not going to unravel fast enough, and he should still be down in the flat. Yeah, that's fine there. Rick can still get up and down.
Yep. 500 feet off the tee. Panic from Jordan Castro.
If that gets a late flip, that's going to be great, but it does not, and that's losing distance towards the green with that flight there. Yeah, not the best place. He's going to have some work to do.
Yeah, I believe it was about 380 to the basket from there, if memory serves.
But it's playing uphill 20 feet, too, it feels like.
Truth.
With a tailwind, which also is hard to get the disc in the air.
Brody Smith.
Nice looking shot from Brody.
Ripping on that nuke. Oh, my goodness.
Good little bounce there off the hill. Keep him on the flat.
That is essential.
Great shot.
Eric, that's a thief in his hands. Understable high-speed driver.
Going for the roller.
It plays if you can hit it.
Let's see if it runs. Keep moving. Keep mushing. Keep mushing. Oh, he's heading up the hill. Come back down a little bit. That's going to be some awkward footing there.
That's probably the biggest problem with the roller on this hole. Is
Yeah.
it can do. It's more apt to do that than an air shot. All right, you're looking at Jordan Castro second.
This is a mush from where he's at. You got to get all of it. Beat the wind. That looks a little bit early. Yeah. He's going to have some work to do there to make that birdie putt.
I think right around a 50-footer.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky Wysocki, just 328 to the basket. Looks like the champ Firebird.
Stay up there. Stay up there. There you go, Rick. That's right inside circle one.
You called it. Eric Oakley with that awkward side hill footing, but only 303 to the basket.
It's got to get down in a hurry. Another unfortunate miss there by EO. He'll be picking up another stroke, putting back into the wind for his par.
Brody Smith looked like the zone approach. Just 232 feet left on this 838-foot par 4.
That looks pretty good inside circle one, tail one putt. He'll be liking that.
Little 20-footer.
Mm-hmm.
JC from 53.
He can give it a go if he's put some touch on it.
Yeah, probably got like 10, 15 behind the basket to work with before the OB
More
comes
than
in.
that. I'd say about
Is
20,
it?
25.
Okay. Cool.
And it's some thick grass for the first 10 or 12 of it.
Ricky Waisaki for a birdie.
He's not worried at all. Not worried about whatever's behind the basket. He's always green light go.
Confidence, it's a hell of a thing. Seeing it in spades when that guy putts. Brody Smith.
Nicely done there. It's a good birdie to get here.
Yeah, it is. That's
That second shot in the putt, if you can't get right up on that little knoll, it feels like you got extra work to do putting up the hill.
Eric Oakley to save par.
Nicely done there. A couple of good putts in a row from EO.
Yeah, I'd love to see that go in. It's like Rick sitting on a 2-stroke lead right now. There's Jordan cleaning up his par. That one didn't go very far at all.
Yeah, that's
So
how
the
you
sticky
want to
stuff.
do it. It's the sticky stuff right there in 10, 12 feet from the basket. So if you're going to take your bid, make sure it's paced out so it just dies right after the basket.
And we were talking about Ricky's putt yesterday. It never deviates from the pole. It seems like it's just straight at the target the entire time.
That's because he putts with speed.
Yeah?
Yeah. If he putted slower, the disc would move a little, you know what I mean? But he puts with such ferocity, like this, that snap and that action out of his hand is so crisp that it doesn't deviate, it's not affected by wind or anything. It's pretty amazing.
Hole 9. It is just right there, but it is 438 feet away.
You would not believe what I did on this hole yesterday.
Hit me. You ace it? Rick's trying to ace it. Oh, just a little
That's
short.
perfect. No, that's right in the perfect zone right there. 20 feet away, 25 feet away up the hill.
Brody with a force. Or you can't leave us hanging like that, fella. What happened?
Dude, I threw it OB deep. 70 feet.
What?
That was the most perplexed I'd been in months. Like, how did I just do that?
Just flew the basket?
Like, I went past the Seiko palms on the right side. I made field goal in air the whole time. I just threw a straight hyzer and the disc just never moved and just kept on going. I was so shocked. I was mad and shocked. Like, when's the last time I made a disc fly that far?
I was going to ask you the same.
Eric Oakley. Hard job.
Putting that evader under the basket.
That's a way to get something going here. Maybe you can pick up a rhythm here going into the back nine.
Love to see that. Jordan Castro, love to see a birdie from him.
Perfect.
Good putt.
I was so shocked, man. I was mad and shocked. Like, Dude, you don't even throw 430 like ever. Like you throw it like 490 or something.
You just link it up just perfect on that throw or something?
I guess so, man. In the wind, it just rode the wind.
That's funny and kind of sad. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, it's all good. I was over there putting by that wooden stump, that little chair.
Say par at least?
No.
No.
I had to make a tough putt for bogey.
Oh, no.
It went 40, almost 35 deep. I had to make that one for bogey. Yeah, not fun.
All these guys, they're making birdie though, Philo. That is a star frame on 9.
Awesome job there, fellas.
We got our feature card yesterday. We saw some good corrections today.
Mm-hmm.
So you see what that direct spin of his. Love watching that guy putt. You'll see more of it on the back 9. That is all we got for part 1. Thanks for watching. Catch you
Thanks
there.
for hanging out. We'll see you in a bit.